Damn. Yo, check this out, man. I don't know who been watching this Papoose and Remmy Ma thing. I only started taking heed to it because I do watch battle rap stuff. So, like, of course, there's people taking shots at Ease the Block because the situation with him and Rim. But for me, it's new because Papoose jumping out. He's speaking on stuff now that, like, I know, you know, that nigga came out. He came out, I think I was in college when he came out. Around that time. Anyhow, but he don't never really be in the media. He's never been in the media. So, like, to see him popping up on Instagram and Hollywood, this, whatever, and, you know, all kinds of, but who is this? I'll shout out whoever this page. I found this on in a minute. But anyhow, yeah, I'm seeing him pop up now, and I'm just kind of like, oh shit, is it getting hot like that? You know, I already was thinking, as like, man, how long is this dude sitting back? Like, they making battle raps about her cheating. What? I had her homie, he held her down in prison. So anyhow, like, now that I'm seeing it, I just said, hold on, let me tap into this, man. I gotta see what is really going on. So here we go. We're gonna watch this together real quick.
Foremost, everybody who know me, let's keep it 100. Everybody who know me, you know I don't do this.
That's a fact.
I don't do none of this corniness. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, man.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Everybody who know me, y'all know my style. She came on here claiming that, oh, everybody, I don't do this. Yes, you do. This is exactly the only thing you do. You know what I mean? Normally, I wouldn't even entertain this, but the fact that you mentioned my children, I'm not letting that ride.
Oh, Say That TV is right there in front
Since
of you.
this whole situation happened, everybody know I never said nothing. The only time I said something was the last time when she tried to clout chase with the whole fake thing she tried to put on Instagram before. But ever since this transpired, I never opened my mouth, never said nothing because that's not my style. And also,
that's
I would never want to.
See how he said that's not his style? That's why I'm shocked. When I started seeing his face pop up on Instagram, like I said, all these social media outlets, that's when I really tapped into it. Again, I watch battle rap, so I've been hearing this shit for months, like these bars and shit people be saying, slick shit they be saying. But in my mind, I'm like, you know, not thinking about it because homie ain't said nothing. But now when I see him pop up, yeah, bro, like, yeah, you know it's real. That Clarissa Shields and him, all that, this shit's crazy.
Disrespect her. You know what I mean? Actions speak way louder than words. Initially, when it transpired, which was 2022, when she started dealing with the lane. But that wasn't the first time I caught her cheating.
Oh! Damn!
I've caught her cheating numerous times since she's been home. With the lane, the reason, but hold on, let's get to the point. We're gonna get to the lane later.
Shit, me.
You had the audacity to mention my child. You had the audacity to mention me not seeing my daughter. When ever since I left, she has not allowed me to see my daughter. She's been straight miserable. I'm gonna say it again. All men out there who ever been through this type of situation, you know how it gets when you're dealing with a miserable individual. She did not allow me to see my daughter since this first transpired at the end of last year. Blatantly, I went to pick my daughter up from school. When I went to pick my daughter up from school, Diamond was picking my daughter up because that's who has my daughter all the time. And that was one of the biggest issues I had with her because all my daughter know is mommy and daddy. She was raised with both parents. That's all she know from day one since the womb. Our entire lives has been documented. What goes on with these celebrities is they like when y'all come on their page and y'all like they posts. They like when y'all spend y'all money on their concerts, on their music. They like when y'all make them rich. So y'all become fans and y'all follow the journey of these celebrities for years and years and years, right? As y'all follow the journey of these celebrities, you basically become a part of their life because you've been following them for 10 years, 15 years sometimes. You've been a fan of a celebrity or artist. But soon as something happens, the first thing they say to the fans is, you don't know me, right? Soon as something get out there bad that they don't want you to know about, the first thing they say is, oh, you don't know my life? Yes, they do. They know you y'all know us very well. And the reason why I'm saying that is because don't allow none of these celebrities to fool you. When you hear a rumor that comes out, it's true. We are human, just like y'all, the audience, the supporters, the fans. So now you have a person here who life has been documented for decades through the fans watching us, seeing when she got incarcerated. Watch me visit her every day for a year straight. Watch me bring her 35 pounds of food a month. Watch me hold her down. Watch me in the courtroom getting into altercations with court officers over her. Witness when she came home. Witness me go build the anticipation for her to come out of prison. Had a different artist do a drop every single day. Oh, the queen is coming. The return of the queen. Right? All the fans witnessed this. Witnessed her come home. Witnessed us have the big wedding ceremony. Followed our entire journey. Never tried.
Yeah, bruh. He feeling away. I ain't never heard Papoose. I've never heard this man talk like that. I ain't never heard him talk like this.
Celebrity who erased their Instagram. You ever notice I never erased nothing on my page? All you gotta do is scroll down. The same page that she utilized today to lie for an hour straight and tell all these fabricated stories, the same page I created. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. We'll get back to that later. I went to pick my daughter up from school. There's a young lady who was picking my daughter up from school. And I notified her, hey, I called her, I said, hey, I'm coming to pick her up. I picked up my daughter, gave her a hug, gave her a kiss, and show things you do when you see your child. Embrace my child. And I had to go take care of something that day, so after I see my daughter, I just wanted to see her and hug her because everything had been going on. I hadn't seen her in a little while. After I left, I think the next day or next 2 went by. She contacted me. Hey, you haven't seen your daughter since New Year's. I said, excuse me? I just seen my daughter yesterday. I just picked her up from school. What are you talking about? She didn't even know that I seen my daughter. You know why? Because she's never there with my daughter. She is never there with my child. And it's crazy that you have the audacity to open your mouth and say that I haven't seen my daughter, not only due to the fact that you didn't allow me to see her, since I finally got tired of your lies, tired of your narcissism and moved on, but the fact that while you was running out here cheating with this lame, not only cheating with this lame, you allowed him to destroy your entire life. You use you talking this money talk. You use all of your money, and I want y'all to know this, because I know a lot of people. I don't want to come across as I'm upset, but you know what? I am upset. You know why I'm upset? Because you mentioned my children. You had the audacity to mention my children, and you had the audacity. Can y'all hear me? Because some people complaining about the audio. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Can you hear me now? If you can hear me, let me know. There's a few people saying they can't hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I'm not covering the mic. Y'all saying I'm covering the mic. I let it go now. It's good? Brooklyn Jad in here. Jad, can you hear me? All right, now, yes. Okay, cool. Like I said earlier, for those who just came on the live, everybody who know me, and I'm talking about speaking with my actions, I don't do this. I don't clout chase. I never come on social media talking about anything. Even when I got stabbed in my back.
That's a fact.
Even when I got stabbed in my back.
Big fact. That's why I was wondering why he's quiet so long. Like, I'll be damned. I'll be damned. I'd have been out here damn hollering. Fuck you talking about? Running around with this motherfucker. And I rock with Ease the Block Cat because i.e. battle rap. I rock like he did his thing. And I seen him off of the whole what's it called? Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when they did the new episodes and whatnot. Like his character. I dug it. And then I seen him on the battle rap. I said, oh shoot. Psh. Been following him since. So dig him. But man, you know the situation. Whack. Man, shit whack. That shit's whack. So, you know, I don't know. I got a different feeling, but that shit's whack. Anyhow, back to my boys.
By the person that I moved mountains for, fought battles, did everything, was super loyal to. I still didn't slander you. I still didn't say nothing. I just kept it moving. But you had the audacity to mention my children. So since you want to mention my children and that, I can't let ride. A lot of people in your path, that's not you. Don't entertain it. You know what I'm saying? People see through it. She's bitter. She's miserable. Yeah, that's a fact. But you mention my children, and that I'm not letting ride. So with that being said,
he said like he got a vendetta.
You abandoned my child.
I'm not letting ride.
For months, for days at a time. Knowing she had to go to school the next day, knowing I had to go to work the next day, since you want to get up on you and say, oh, you don't have a job. Because you know, when I got the executive position at TuneCore initially, knowing I had to go to work the next day, knowing my daughter had to go to school, you stayed out with the lane.
You stayed out with the lane.
You stayed out with the lane. You want to talk, and you stayed out with the lane while your daughter was crying for you. Tears. Also,
what y'all think? Y'all think because of everything you see Rem doing and whatnot, do you think it's right that he's saying what he's saying, or do you think he should still have just kept his mouth shut, kept it private? I guess. Tell me what you think.
She wanted to talk about all of this money talk and all of this and what I don't got and what I got. Since I met her, I have written 90% of the rhymes that came out of her mouth. And with me saying that, I want to say this to y'all. Anyone who has an iPhone, you know how iPhones work. When I was younger, I used to be able to write rhymes in my head, create rhymes in my head, and remember them. Just like that. As time went on, I got a little older, I started to write rhymes in my email draft. Now, if you have an iPhone, you go in your email draft. If anybody come around me and we're in the flesh next to each other, I can type in any word from one of her songs and her entire rap will come up. The entire verse will come up. I never asked for a penny. I never asked for credit. She was my wife. I didn't want anything from her. I just wanted to see her win. Like I said, I have written 90% of the rhymes that came out of her mouth since I met her. Y'all said it. Y'all said it numerous times. Oh, we know that's Pap behind that pen. Did I ever agree with y'all? Did I ever put it out there? I never said I wrote her rhymes. I left it. I didn't need the credit. All I wanted her to do was win. Wrote the rhymes, did the contracts, security, the whole shit. So you fabricating these stories, and it's very weird that you're talking all of this money.
And it's very weird.
But in your background, it's everything that I bought. All of the utilities are in my name. So all of this fabrication about, oh, he don't pay no bills, oh, he don't do this, he don't do that. If you analyze her life, the whole thing is about all of this money talk. Why? Because she wants y'all to think that she's this big shot. I don't need to come up here and perpetrate no fraud like I'm a big shot, like I'm this and I'm that.
This shit wild that they're going through.
For the simple fact that I speak with my actions. You want to talk about black love? Anybody who follow me, they know I've always been pro-black and had knowledge of self since I was a teenager. So I've represented that since I came in the door before I even knew you. Okay? So don't ever talk about black love and what else she said? I gotta remember. So first and foremost, very bipolar, very delusional. This is a person
Why that man sound like Jay-Z? Very bipolar, very delusional. Come here, big man. Son, hear me talking on this thing. He want to come sit up here for a second. He gonna want to get down in a minute when he ain't moving. But the way he talk, bro, that New York, bro. Ooh.
who will sit in front of you.
Very bipolar.
She will post that live, and she'll say later, I didn't do that. I wasn't on live. You'll be sitting there like, huh? She will say something to you, and 10 minutes later say, I never said that. Very bipolar. And I don't want to talk bad about her, man. That's something that I never wanted to do. That's why when this took place, when she first got caught cheating with the lame, I brought it to her attention. I said, first of all, I couldn't even believe that she would stoop that low because he's such a cornball. Y'all see it. Y'all say it yourself. I'm like, yo, it's no way it's this nigga. Because I'm trying to figure it out. Like, damn, who is this nigga?
She had bro twisted.
Because,
he said, what?
You know, we were living a normal, peaceful life, raising our child like we planned to. And she started to move real strange. So in the process of her moving strange, it became stranger and stranger, worse and worse. So I said, damn, I got to see what's going on. What the hell is going on? I started to do my research.
That man sound like Jay.
I started to do research. As I did my research, I found out she was cheating with the lame.
Anyhow.
So once I find out, I brings it to her attention. I said, mind you, I didn't knock him out because he slept with my wife. Like I told y'all before. The reason I knocked him out was because he shook my hand and then slept with my wife. Yeah. It's a difference. But let me tell y'all this.
Yeah,
so I bring it to her attention that I found out that she's sleeping with the lame. She tells me, him? Why him? Why him out of all people? Not Goods? Not Hitman? My word is my bond is my life. I should give my life before my word shall fail. This was her exact words. Him? Why would I deal with him? I said, Rem, I know you're dealing with the lame.
You want to get down now?
I know it. First and foremost, how it first fell on my radar that she was cheating with the nigga, he was running his mouth, and it came back to me. They said, yo, Pat, this nigga out here telling niggas he fucking your wife. I said, word. So I did a little bit more research, connect a couple more dots. I finds out. She tells me this. Okay, I finds out. Mind you, it's not the first time she cheated. You know what I mean? I continued the marriage because I live by my wedding vow. I try to live by my wedding vows. Richer for poor, sick and for health. Sickness and health, you know what I'm saying? Better for worse, death do us part. So you try to work through things. Anybody out there who's married, y'all understand. So I found out she cheating with the lame. I bring it to her attention. Of course, we have an altercation, like basically, argument back and forth or whatever transpired, right? Okay. She decides, and I decide that we're going to go to therapy. But she brings it to my attention, to be honest. She said, I think we should do therapy. I said, okay. Even though I'm private and I don't like to speak to people about my personal business, that was a very difficult thing for me to do. Yeah. But I said, you know what? Let's do the therapy. We go to the therapist. The therapist's first question is, do you guys want a divorce or do y'all want to work it out? Me and her both said we want to work it out. So when she comes on live and say, we haven't slept in the bed since 2022, and to make it seem like and fabricate a story like we had some agreement, you such a liar. There was no agreement. When I found out you was with the lame, you denied it. You shitted on him. Basically said, yo, why would I be with him? Why do you think I would be with him? And then you wanted to go to therapy. So check it out now. Check it out. So when we go to therapy, the therapist says, do y'all want to get a divorce or do y'all want to work it out? Me and her both said we want to work it out. I'm going to be honest. Because honestly, I didn't want to not live under the same roof as my 5-year-old. I love all my kids the same. But when you have children, and everyone knows that about me. Everybody who know me, y'all know my character. Y'all know her character. Very rude, very disrespectful, not just to me, to everyone. But that speaks volumes. I didn't want to we planned to raise her with both parents. That was the plan. So I did not want to not live under the same roof with my little girl. I was there from the moment she came out of the womb, and I intended, and I always told her, I want to be there to the moment we take her to her prom. So when she graduates high school, college, get her degrees, I want to be there to take my daughter to her prom. And I told her that. So I never wanted to leave from under the roof of my baby. That's why I stayed around for this nonsense. And I don't want to go away from the point. Okay, so we did the therapy. The therapist gave us that option. We both said we want to work it out. She said, this is the plan. I'm going to give y'all a plan to work it out. She said, Pap, because like I told y'all previously, once I seen that she was cheating, like she was moving real strange, I'm talking about leaving for hours at a time. Every time I questioned it, it was a lie, just strange behavior. So once I noticed that she was moving strange, I started to do my research. So the therapist said, because she told the therapist, mind you, she got all these lies to y'all about me. The only thing she told the therapist was, oh, he doesn't trust me. He's going to keep looking behind me and trying to, find out what I'm doing. But the only reason why I was looking behind her is because she was moving strange. So I agreed to, not show distrust or whatever.
Shit.
And the therapist told her, Remy, since you're saying that it's only business with this dude moving forward, but y'all have a last event coming up, after this event, you're going to cut all ties with this individual. This is what the therapist said.
With this individual.
She said, Pap, because I told Rim back then, before I even clipped him, I said, when I catch son, I'm putting him down. I'm putting him down. He violated. You know what I'm saying? And what I noticed, when I found out, I noticed that every time me and her stepped out and made an appearance, he'd go post on his gram, do little sucker shit. He'd go make a post on his story about us. So I'm watching this. Mind you, y'all, I'm not saying nothing the whole time.
Yeah, that's lame shit.
I know this nigga sleeping with my wife, but I ain't saying nothing. Feel me? I'm like, I'm gonna be quiet. I ain't saying nothing. Son doing sucker shit on the gram. That's cool. I ain't paying that no mind.
They go out.
We go to therapy.
And he
the therapist come up with the plan. We put the plan together.
Crazy, bro.
The therapist said she had this event coming up at Sony Hall, which was the battle between him and Hitman. She said, you can go to the event, right? But don't knock him. Don't do nothing to this individual. She said, I said, I'm going to go to the event. I'm going to fall back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do nothing. After the event, she's supposed to leave the dude alone. Right? I go to the hold on a second, man. Give me 1 second. Matter of fact, I don't know what to do. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second, y'all. One second, y'all. Okay, back to the subject of the matter. So I go to the event. It's the battle with him and Hitman. Everybody there. Everybody remember that event. Y'all notice I never came on the stage, right? Never came on the stage, stayed in the crowd, fell back. Watched the entire little week battle, whatever, you know what I'm saying? On his behalf, because he trash. Watch him do his little trash battle. You know what I'm saying? So as I'm watching it, I never did nothing.
Now, I can't agree with that part. That's why I like Ease a lot. And then he be spitting now. So I can't say he trash. That man mad. That's funny. He said, because he trash. Damn.
After battle, I went home with my daughter. She went home with the lame.
Damn, she cold.
Went home with the lame. Okay.
She cold. Shit.
She came home. She went home with the lane, stayed out all night, came home probably like the next morning. When she came home, after that, the baby is there. I ain't tripped. Kept it moving, kept raising my daughter, kept it pushing. Couple days go by, things a little peaceful around the crib. I reach out to the
Wouldn't have
therapist,
been
let her
peaceful
know
with me around there.
what
Crazy as
transpired.
hell.
Went to the event, everything was everything.
Nah, bro.
After those couple days,
He was taking belt
me,
to
her, and my
ass,
daughter, we
wasn't
all
he?
sleep in the same room. We go to bed.
Crazy.
I'm
Sheesh.
saying it's bedtime. We sleep together in the same bed every night. As we sleeping in the bed, I fall asleep. My daughter's in the middle of us. So it's 2 beds in our room now at this time because she started doing weird things around the crib or whatever.
Right.
So me, her, and my daughter in the same bed. It's another bed over there. I wake up. It's just me and my daughter in the bed. So I get up. I see her in the other bed. So I go over to the other bed. And as I go to the other bed, I notice that her phone is on. When I pick up the phone, I see the lame on the phone. You know what I'm saying? I said, okay. She on the phone with the lame. So after that, I woke her up. Hey, what's going on? This is what you doing in here? This is what we doing?
Crazy.
She started lying again, fabricating, this, that, and the third.
Wake up
Long
like
story
that.
short, she kept cheating with the lame.
He says, that's what we doing in here?
Move forward from that. Another battle comes up. The lame not on the card. He not on the card. It's just another event. But mind you, like I told y'all previously, I'm there for my daughter. I'm there being the father. I'm not going to allow this situation to take me away from my child. So what I did was kept raising my daughter. Even though I know that she's a narcissist, very contradictory, very bipolar, I said, you know what? I'm going to keep raising my daughter. I'm not going to let this situation to remove me from under the roof of my child. I kept raising my daughter, take my daughter to school every single day, doing everything a father's supposed to do. In the process of me raising my daughter, another event is coming up later on down the line. The lame is not on the card. Okay. She has the event. I'm going to the event because I go to all the events. I'm going to the event, but I'm hoping the lame ain't there.
You wouldn't be so bad.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to have
to
really put my hands on him. Cool. I'm getting dressed. She leave. They start the event. I'm still at the crib. I get dressed. I go to matter of fact, I can't even put that out there. Anyway, let me just say this. I found out the lane was there. I said, she gotta be kidding me, man. I done told you I'm gonna put this nigga down and you bring him to the event. I done told you.
He said put this nigga down like he was a damn doggy. Like he about to damn put him to sleep.
There's times when I catch this nigga, I'm gonna put him down. Mind you,
put him down.
I finds out she got an apartment 40 minutes away from our crib where she lays up with the lame, leaves and...
Oh, Rem, she gangster. Oh, she old school gangster. Like, what? She got a whole apartment. Boy. And he's still talking about some vows for better or for worse. Man, you better get up out of here.
She's going to work, leaves, say she's going to do this, do that, but she goes to the crib. I've been there. I can actually give y'all the address.
Yeah. So
she got this. She got another crib, and shout the. I don't even want to put this nigga under the bus, man. But this another individual who was married and got a crib not too far from the home of his family. But I ain't gonna put him out there. But she did the same thing, which was weirdo shit. So anyway, I go to the event. Now I already know I'm coming there. I'm putting this nigga down. I'm gonna be honest with you. Truthfully, I really wanted to really hurt him. But I decided at the last minute, I said, you know what? I'm gonna just put my hands on this nigga. I get to the
oh man. Yeah, the clip went out. He trying to figure it out. But nevertheless, man, tell me what y'all think, man. Tell me what y'all think so far about this whole Papoose Remmy Ma, Clarissa Shields, Ease the Block. Like, what do y'all think about the whole situation? Is it crazy Papoose finally talking? Is he talking because he just want to clear his name, or he talk because he want to. I don't know. I mean, what y'all think? Help me diagnose this. Like I said, I jumped into this because it's something new, and I was shocked to see him even talking. Psh. Hit that notification button, man. Like, share, subscribe. Don't be afraid to talk. Let's chat. Till next time, man. We out here. Peace.